How's it going, everyone? This is Abe's Card Collection, and we are back with another Through the Mail Tuesday video. We have 8 more returns to look at this week. Hope your weeks are starting off well, your mailboxes are full, and we're going to start in Omaha, Nebraska. Good old Omaha, Nebraska. Have a hard card, and we have Mr. Eddie Watt. Signed right there, Ed Watt. Love that signature. Got a 1970 Topps. Very nice card. Number 497 in the set. And we got that 1991 Crown card. Very cool. Still have these coming back. Mr. Ed Watt. He is 84 years old. He won 38 games in his major league career with a 2.91 ERA. 80 saves, 462 strikeouts. For the Orioles, the Phillies, and the Cubbies. Primarily, though, those Baltimore Orioles from 1966 to 1973. His final years in 74 and 75 were with those Phillies and Cubs. He won 2 World Series with those Orioles in 1966 and 1970. And is a part of their Hall of Fame. Mr. Eddie Watt got back to us 2 out of 2, 14 days. Very cool. Slide those up there. And let's go to Parts Unknown. Parts Unknown. Feels kind of thick. Got another hard card in here. We have Mr. Don Kissinger on a 1973 Topps. Looks like we have a 66 poking behind that, which I believe is his rookie. I'm not 100% on that, but pretty sure. And then that's a sweet looking 1970 Topps card. Look at that. That Cubbies helmet there. Love that. So 3 out of 3 for Mr. Don Kissinger. Very cool. Mr. Kissinger, he is 82. Might be turning 83 here soon. Hit 252 in his MLB career with 14 home runs, 527 runs batted in for the Cubbies, the Cardinals, and the White Sox, all from 1964 to 1979. He was a 6-time All-Star, a 2-time Gold Glove Award winner, part of the Cubbies Hall of Fame. Also went on to manage the White Sox. He was a player manager for them in 1979. I think they won 46 games, or he was part of 46 wins, 60 losses. He got back to us 3 out of 3, 22 days. Very cool cards there. We'll put that 73 Topps up. Why not? Let me slide them just a little bit forward. There you go, Mr. Don Kissinger. How about Wilmington, Delaware? Wilmington, Delaware. Where we go next. Nice little, ooh, Ben Davis. There you go. Little Bowman Heritage. Action there. What do we have here? 2004 Topps. Very nice signatures there for Mr. Ben Davis. I believe he's the color commentator now for the Phillies. I don't catch too many Phillies games, but I believe that's where he is. He's 48 years old. He was the 2nd overall pick in the 1995 draft. Played for the Padres, the Mariners, and the White Sox, all from 1998 to 2004. Hit 38 home runs, 204 runs batted in. Career 237 batting average, and he got back to us 2 out of 2, 195 days for Mr. Ben Davis. Put that 2004 Topps up. Very cool card. Very nice. Let's do Kansas City. Kansas City is where we go next. How about, ooh, Dennis Leonard. Ooh, there's a pretty good card in here, I hope. There we go. 81 Donruss. He has a great signature. That's what I wanted. The 1978 O-Peachy. I think Jim Palmer's going to get that bad boy next. And then we have a 1982 Topps. Oh my goodness, that signature is so beautiful. Love the sideburns and the must. Oh my goodness. Dennis Leonard, what a man. What? There you go. All right, had Dave Goltz already signed that O-Peachy previously. Mr. Leonard is 74 years old. Played his entire career with those Kansas City Royals from 1974 to 1986. He was a heck of a pitcher to start out his career. Fortunately, a little bit of an arm injury hampered him a little bit, but led the AL in wins in 1977, as you see here with Dave Colts and Jim Palmer. As part of the Kansas City Royals Hall of Fame, he won 144 games with them with a 3.70 ERA, 1,323 strikeouts. He got back to us 3 out of 3. 17 days, there is a $2 fee per for Mr. Dennis Leonard. That's a cool card. Look at these. These are awesome. Like that 82, how the blue ink matches up. Very nice. Phoenix, Arizona. This is an oldie. I can tell because the pen I used to write out my address is not one I've used in a long time, and it's Mr. Michael Pittman. This is old. I'm pretty sure I sent to him and his son. His son plays for the Colts, kind of on the same time frame. Never heard back from either, but here we go. Michael Pittman Sr. Remember him back with those Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Remember drafting him in good old Madden days. Looks like the first one turned out fantastic, and the other ones probably, yeah, they got a little stuck to the back. Or a little ink lossage on the back, but that is okay. This, I don't even know what this card is. It's an Adrenaline. All the way back from 2002. It's probably the best card to get signed with all that white background. But Michael Pittman Sr. Those are all live too. Yeah. For a second there, I was like, those are pretty similar signatures, but they do have some slight variations to them. Michael Pittman Sr., though, as we said, his son, Michael Pittman Jr., wide receiver for the Colts. Michael Pittman Sr., though, 49 years old. He was a big bruising running back out of Fresno State, 4th-round pick to those Arizona Cardinals in the 1998 draft. Played with them all the way through 2001 and then had some great years with the Buccaneers. Won a Super Bowl with those Buccaneers there his first season in 2002. It was a great defensive team, and he helped clean things up on the offensive side. He had 5,600 rushing yards in his NFL career with a 4.0 rushing yards per attempt, 25 touchdowns. He had another 8 receiving through the air, and he got back to us 3 out of 3, 682 days for Mr. Michael Pittman Sr. Very cool. You know, fit over there? I think so. Let's slide him right there. Put these down here. Man, it's always cool to get one back where you just completely forgot that you sent it out because it's been 2+ years. Reno, Nevada is where we go next. We have an empty card saver. And we have Dave Kingman. Awesome. That's a second-year card, I believe, a 73 tops. And that's a 1979 tops. Very cool for Mr. Dave Kingman. Never sent to him before this attempt. Happy to get these back. He's 76 years old. He hit 236 in his MLB career with 442 home runs, 1,210 RBIs. That just tells you he was a masher. Played for the Giants, the Mets, the Padres, the Angels, the Yankees, the Cubbies, and the Oakland A's, spanning from 1971 to 1986. He was a 3-time All-Star, led the NL in home runs twice, and he won 2 national championships there at USC with Jim Barr. Always fun to hear that. He got back to us, though, 2 out of 2. 17 days, there is a $5 fee per for Mr. Dave Kingman. Very cool. Sorry, Ben Davis. But that is nice. I've seen some others get him back, and it was kind of smudged, the signature, that is. And so, pretty excited to see those look like fresh ink there. How about Fort Myers, Florida? I think our last 2 are from Florida. And we have another empty one, but we can see something poking out there. We got Jim Dwire on an 87 tops. Very cool blue ink. Got him there on an 81 tops. And then a 1979 tops. 3 out of 3 for Mr. Jim Dwire. 3 different teams there represented. Put that Orioles card up front. There's a reason for that. He's 75 years old. Hit 260 in his MLB career with 77 home runs. 349 runs batted in with the Cardinals, the Expos, the Mets, the Giants, the Red Sox, the Orioles, and the Twins. Add in, I think, did I say the Expos? Yes, I did. Sorry about that. But World Series champion in 1983 with those Baltimore Orioles. That's why I put the Orioles card on top. He got back to us, though. 3 out of 3. 19 days for Mr. Jim Dwire. Man, I wish I had one of those crown cards. I wonder if they made one of him. I would assume so, since he was on their World Series team. And we're about near out of space. We got one to go. Tampa, Florida, St. Petersburg, Florida next. We have a note. Pull that off. Hopefully it's a good note, not a bad note. There's the cards. They are signed by Gary Renicki. We got a 84 tops and an 86 tops poking behind it. Very nice there. Back-to-back Orioles outfielders. He's 70 years old. They were teammates. Hit 247 in his MLB career. 121 home runs, 410 runs batted in with the Expos, the Orioles, the Yankees, and the Braves. Also a part of that World Series championship team in 1983. And as part of the Baltimore Orioles Hall of Fame, Mr. Gary Renicki got back to us. 2 out of 2, 18 days. I'm checking out this note real quick. Make sure he didn't write, hey man, what's going on with these cards? Nope, it is just my letter of request. Guess he used it for protection. But there you go. Pretty cool returns, man. Pretty stoked. Always stoked, but pretty cool to see Dave Kingman. Been waiting on that Dennis Leonard. Really happy to have that one back. And Michael Pittman coming in. Love that. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.